Hey guys, here's another killer little knife I picked up over at Blade Show in Atlanta from the Straight Line EDC table. It comes with this Smart Mag sheath, which is a leather sheath designed by Straight Line. Formerly, Igor worked with MKM, if this sheath looks familiar. But this one takes a little extra Q and gives you an extra magnet if you want to carry it as a dangler, or if you just want to drop it in your pocket, which I'll show you in a second, and clip it on your pants, which I do. This is a new design and a new price point for Straight Line EDC. Igor, and I'm going to mispronounce his last name, Bortolussi, is the gentleman that I met who started Straight Line Knives over in Italy. He formerly was with MKM, Maniago Knife Makers, for years, and he's always had a passion for small fixed blades. You guys might or might not remember his first two knives when he dropped. I had them sent to me from White Mountain Knives to check out, the little Ernie that I have here, and the Alley, which was the Warncliffe. I ended up buying the Ernie and sending the Alley back just because I preferred the reverse Tanto. This first batch was made in Micarta and M390, and they were a little bit more premium. They were right around the $180, $190 range. Great little knife, fantastic little package. And then on the second run, there are a couple of knives. This one I thought was special, and I picked it out at Blade Show for a couple of reasons. But these are in 14C, 28N now, micarta in several different colors, or G10 handles. Very, very comfortable. And this is a collaboration between Igor at Straight Line and David C. Andersen, knife designer, knife maker, who also is the face and personality for Knife Center. So this is a David C. Andersen, Igor Bortolussi, and I'm mispronouncing that name, but I apologize, Igor, collaboration. And it's a wonderful little knife. They set out to maximize the blade area, the blade length, while keeping the overall package small, and I think they absolutely succeeded. This knife came with a lanyard. I'm a little OCD and have a medium to large size hand, so if I don't have to have a lanyard, I will remove that. But it comes with a very nice functional lanyard, and it comes with a very nice blade. I love the shape of it. It's kind of a space shape, but it just looks unique. And you've got a little bit of curvature here on the spine, really ample jimping in terms of giving yourself a positive grip. Really nice edge bevel. These are, if I'm not mistaken, made in China by an OEM over there, and the sheaths are made in Italy. Another thing they offered that I thought was really cool, and I picked up while I was over there, is they offer, I think it's about $24.95, a little Kydex carry kit. If you don't like the leather sheath and you want something a little lighter, I picked it up because I thought it was neat that they offered it. I prefer this sheath, and I'll show you why. When I carry this knife, I'm typically carrying it in my back pocket, but it works the same if I'm carrying it in any pocket. The way I do it is I just pull this magnetic flap up, I put the sheath in my pocket, and let that slap down. Now, it's not going to have enough retention for me just to pull the knife, but it's got plenty of retention to keep it deep in my pocket, and with my thumb, pull the knife and easily deploy it. Super nice, flat ground 14C blade that's stonewashed. I really like that. I've spent not as much time cutting with any of these knives. These first videos are just kind of like knife Blade Show unboxings, where I'm just kind of showing you the knives that I picked up and the reasons I picked them up in terms of stylistically, size, who the maker is, why I liked it, what attracted me to it. And what attracted me to the little digger here was price point, coming in about $60 less. I know White Mountain Knives has this knife for $177. Then if you use Javon 10 or another 10% off creator's code, you can save 10% On Straight Line's website, this is 99 pounds. So I'm guessing it's right around $100 knife for a nice 14C fixed blade that's designed by Igor and David C. Andersen. Igor, again, has been designing knives and part of their design process at Maniago Knife Makers for the last many years before he branched out on his own and started Straight Line. Just a great little knife. Let's do a couple of quick size comparisons just to give you guys an idea of how small it is. And then we'll get some dimensions because that blade is going to be what focuses. It's going to be smaller than a bug out. Civivi Baby Banter. It's going to be bigger than the Baby Banter, so it splits the difference between a Civivi Baby Banter and a Benchmade bug out. Couple of fixed blades that you might be familiar with, and then I'll throw a Sharpie up there. The Bradford Guardian 3. It's going to be a little bit smaller than the Guardian 3. Another one of Igor's knives, the Straight Line Ernie. It's going to be a little bit longer than the Straight Line Ernie. Now let's just grab our tape measure. And there's some great schematics on this knife on the website too, because my dimensions won't be perfect. 6 1/8 overall, 6 1/8 inches. The blade is going to be 3 1/4. Cutting edge is 3 1/4 with that nice belly. Your inside grip here comes in at 3 inches. So you've got 3 inches from right here to right here. You do have a concealed lanyard hole. If you wonder how you can get that lanyard in there, you can take one of the scales off and put the lanyard, feed it through, put your scale back on if you want a thicker lanyard like I like. I usually just do a little snake tail if I'm going to do a lanyard. It comes with a real nice box lanyard. But this little guy, let's weigh it. Remember, 3 1/2 inch, 3 1/4 inch blade roughly. 2.5 ounces. So, really nice weight ratio for the blade. If we add the leather sheath, it is going to weigh a little more. 4.6. Now in the Kydex, it did not come with an ulti-clip. I put an older ulti-clip on it. You could do it with horizontal straps. 4.05. So the Kydex weighs a little less. Maybe a sheath you'd prefer if you were going to use it in more survival, bushcrafting type of camping scenarios. I'm kind of a gentleman fixed blade carrier, and I really love the leather sheaths. I think on a knife that's going to come in at right around $100, maybe a few dollars more, to get 14C, to get a nice design that Igor and David worked on, and to get such a quality sheath is a good value. I haven't done the full review on this knife yet. I will. I think it deserves a review, but it's a great knife. I'm a huge fan of Straight Line, huge fan of this knife, and really enjoyed getting a chance to meet with Igor and kind of get to know the guy. He's a super nice guy, super friendly, super engaging, from Italy, has a lot of experience with MKM, and started Straight Line because his passion for people in his country and surrounding countries in Europe, small fixed blades are kind of a preferred carry because they get around a lot of the knife laws over there. So guys, I wanted to share the little digger with you. I think it's a home run little knife. There are a couple of other blade shows that I saw at Blade Show that will be dropping from Straight Line Knife Company. Straight Line EDC is actually what they're called. I'll leave a link in the description. Keep an eye on them. If you want this knife, you can get it at White Mountain Knives right now, I believe. You can also get it on Straight Line's website. I appreciate you watching. I want to say thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to anyone who comes in, watches my knife, my EDC content. All I ask, if you would, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Hit the like button. But most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other and go forward with love in your hearts. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.